This week we received a shipment from one of my buddy down south in San Diego. He just recently opened up a local fish store and I'm really excited to see what we got. Let's check it out. What's going on, reefers? My name's Blaine. Welcome back to another episode. This is the King Tide Corals channel. If you guys are new to the channel, I want to welcome you all to the King Tide Corals channel and also welcome all the newcomers from last week's video. In last week's video, we went over to Ryan's house in downtown Seattle and checked out his awesome SPS dominant water box. It was a banger of a video and you guys seemed to really like it. Everyone had a lot of really good feedback about the video and I got a lot of new subscribers to the channel because of it. So I want to welcome all the newcomers here, say hello, happy Easter if you guys celebrate it, or just happy Sunday. And I want to let you guys know this week's video is going to be pretty fun too. We're going to be unboxing a really cool shipment of corals from my buddy down south. He just opened up a local fish store called Odd Animal Corals and Critters. It's a really cool shop and I'm excited to see what he sent up to the King Tide Lagoon. If you guys haven't done so already, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you guys don't miss out on any future video. Now that we've gone over what's been going on last week and what we're going to be getting into this week, let's go ahead and jump into it and get to the unboxing.
Flashback.
Hey reefers, what's going on? So I just received a package from one of my good friends, Ryan. He just opened up a shop down in the San Diego area called Odd Animal. It's Corals and Critters. It's a really cool shop. It's got all kinds of really unique and special animals and corals that he's keeping. He just opened up, so if you guys are down in the San Diego area or down in California in general, you guys should definitely take a chance to run into Odd Animal Corals and Critters. It's a really cool shop. I can't wait to finally check it out myself, but he was nice enough to send me up a package, and actually I am the first package that he sent out to anyone. So it's really exciting that I can open it up, show it to you guys, and see what I got for this little coral haul. So let's go ahead and dig into the package. Thanks again, Ryan. Let's check out what we got. All right, so we have the package here ready to check it out and see what Ryan has gifted to us. I'm really excited to see it. I want to give another shout out to Ryan. Thanks so much again, buddy. Really appreciate you sending me up this package. Let's go ahead and check out what we got. Luckily, we had some really great weather, so I wasn't totally worried about the heat pack situation, but of course, it's always something you think about. Obviously, right off the go, we have some really nice packaging here. Heat warm is still nice and toasty. Love to see that. Little note from Ryan. I'll check that out here in a second. And then also inside, we got all the goodies. Looks like we got like a little mushroom here, I believe. You know, I love mushrooms. A little mushroom there. This is the one I was really excited about. This was a toadstool that we really wanted to grab from him. It's a really nice long paw Japanese toadstool. Then we got some, looks like some zoas. Huge fan of zoas, all about that. Thanks Ryan for some zoas. And last but not least, oh sweet, we got some stickers from him too. Looks like we got another shroom. Ryan knows that I'm a big shroom head, so super exciting to get some shrooms from him. He sent me some sweet stickers as well. Odd Animal, you guys gotta check them out. They're on Instagram and they have their website going as well, so be sure to check that out. So now that we have the corals all out, let's go ahead and get them into a bin, check them out, get them dipped, and then get them into the tank. Awesome stickers that he sent as well, the Odd Animal one, and then his from his own page on Reefer. What cool stickers. These are definitely gonna be added to the water bottle of stickers. I'm really excited to add these on. Now basically I'm gonna take you guys through the process of what I do to kind of get everything incorporated into my tank. This is my introduction process to all new corals. It does not matter what system they come from. I'm gonna do this for every single coral. So the first thing I'll do is I will usually visually inspect them. I'll take them out of their little container. Oh, look at that beauty. I am so excited for that coral. I'll get some water in there, start adding the rest of them. Really nicely done packaging wise for these. Looks really good. Probably gonna end up pulling them off the styrofoam, make this a little bit easier for me. Now, before we get into dipping these corals and checking out what we got from Odd Animal, I just want to do a quick little PSA, a little public service announcement to everyone. You know, we all really like to grab corals for a great price, especially from big retailers. You know, they always usually have some really great stuff available, but I want to let everyone know, be sure to support your local fish stores. Without supporting your local fish stores, you don't have these great things that pretty much brought all of us into the hobby. I know way back when I was living back in Reno, I used to go into a local fish store called Official, and it was basically the start to my entire hobby. And without Official, I wouldn't have been getting into this hobby in general. So remember to support your local fish store. I want to give a big shout out again to Odd Animal, Corals and Critters. Ryan, the guy who's running it down there, he's an awesome dude and just an even better person in general. And I really appreciate everything he's done for me. And I want to just be sure to give him the support, and definitely if you guys are in the San Diego area or anywhere around it, take a trip out. Go check out his shop. He's got some really cool stuff. He's going to be getting in more and more stuff as his store progresses, but I just want to let you guys know, be sure to support your local fish store, because without these local fish stores, we're really nothing, you know? In a pinch, you guys might need something, and if there's no local fish store around, you guys are gonna have to wait a day or so for shipping. Even on Amazon, most things aren't gonna come same day, so be sure to support your local fish store. Go out today, check it out, even if you're just going in to say hi or just grab some fish food. It's always really great to go out and support your LFS. Now that I have all the corals into a bin here, I'm gonna go ahead visually inspect them, check out to make sure I don't see anything funny. Of course, I know they're coming from a really clean system, so I'm not worried about that in general. I just always like to check it out and make sure there's nothing coming into the lagoon that I don't want. And pro tip, I'm gonna have a turkey baster that I'm gonna utilize quite a bit in any time I'm doing a dip or any kind of cleaning. But anytime I'm using a dip, you wanna make sure that you're using the same turkey baster that you use every single time, because there's going to be some residual stuff that kind of hangs out from the coral dip, and you don't want to be using this as like a feeder or something in your main display. So just kind of set it aside. That's why I chose this one with the black top. That's basically shows death. Black is for death. So I know that this is my coral dip one. So what I'll do is I'll utilize some of my Revive coral dip here, shake it up, and I usually like to kind of do quite a bit. I'll usually do probably about a half a capful for this amount of water volume. I don't think an excessive amount will be bad, especially for soft corals. I'll take the turkey baster, kind of blow it around a little bit, swash it around, get it all cleaned up, and then I'll go ahead and give that about 15 minutes to acclimate, and we'll come back and check it out. Real quick, I just want to break down what I ended up grabbing from the coral haul. So we'll start from the left, working to the right, and I'll put arrows to them so you guys know exactly which one I'm talking about. But for the first frag we grabbed was a green super Llama. Really cool Llama. It's got really bright green colors. Probably one of the brighter ones I've seen in quite some time. Really cool piece. And then right above that is a piece that I did not know I was going to be getting, but I am super pumped about grabbing. It's one of his signature line of bounces. It's the Graveyard Bounce. It's a really cool piece. I'm excited for him. He said he's had his grown out to be huge now, and I already have 2 here on the frag. So really excited about those. Next to the right of that is a little Zoa frag. Those are reverse hornet Zoas. Some pretty nice ones. Never seen those before. Really happy to have them in my tank. And then the cream of the crop, the one thing I was really excited for is the bottom right frag. That is the Japanese toadstool. It's a nice, really long polyped green toadstool. It's really cool. Really excited to add it to the tank. You guys know, love my soft corals. So really some awesome additions. So thanks again, Ryan. Appreciate it. One thing I like to do with my corals, especially my mushrooms whenever I get them, is usually sometimes I will take them off the frag plug and I'll glue them onto new frag plugs. But like I just mentioned, frags are super clean, so that's really good to hear. But what I will do is I will chop off the base of all of the mushroom frags. So what I'm talking about is this little peg right here. I'm gonna chop that off with my bone cutters, because what I always do with my mushrooms is I just leave them on the bottom of the system. So I'll just take my bone cutters, chop that off, and I'll take my bone cutters again, chop that off. Now that those are all set, they're ready to go into the tank. The other corals are prepped and ready to go as well. So we're gonna go ahead and take them over to the system. We'll wash them off with some tank water, and then we'll get them in the tank. One thing I want to mention right off the go is that the frags are super clean. That's something I definitely look for whenever I'm going to a shop or any store in general. I really hope to get clean frags. Also, when I'm buying online, I really hate when I receive frags that have algae growing on them or they're just dirty in general and I end up having to clean them up. Normally what I end up using is makeup brushes or a soft toothbrush, and usually I'll kind of clean up the frags before I put them into the system. I'm really happy to say that I did not need to do that for any of these frags from Ryan's shop. It definitely goes to show that he's taking care of his stuff and he's making sure that he's sending the best quality things to his customers. So really happy to say that. Another thing I want to mention is the size of the frags. Sometimes you worry whenever you order frags online that you're going to end up getting kind of skimped and you're going to get really small pieces of coral. I'm really happy to say that all the frags that I got were really good size, and even the mushroom, the bounce mushroom, the graveyard, it even has a baby on it, so that's really exciting, and those are really great things to look for in shops whenever you're going out and seeking new places to buy from. So once again, if you guys have not checked out Odd Animals, Critters and Corals, you guys gotta check them out. They have a really cool store. They have all kinds of crazy and wacky stuff too. Their Instagram's really fun, and Ryan does a really great job at running that shop. So go ahead and check them out. I'll leave a link down below so you guys can definitely go and check out their online store and check out their Instagram. So before I go and put anything into the tank, I wanna make sure I rinse off all of the frags that have been in the dip. The last thing you want to do is introduce that dip into your system. It can mess up your fish or your inverts and anything else in your tank. It's just kind of the last thing you want to do. So anytime you dip corals, you want to make sure you rinse it with tank water before adding it into the tank. So we're going to go ahead, get this lid off, get some water into this cup, and then I'm going to start adding the corals to the tank. All the corals have been added into the system. Really excited about the new pieces, and I'm gonna go ahead and give them a chance to get acclimated to their new surrounding and the new system in general. Really excited to be able to show you guys what they are once they open up and get acquainted to their new surroundings. Really exciting stuff, so we'll go ahead and check back in with you guys here in a little bit once everything's acclimated and looking happy again.
The next day.
All right, it's the next day. We're gonna go ahead and check out what's going on with the corals in the system. Everything's super happy right now, so really excited about that. All the pieces seem to really like the tank, and also I'm really happy to add some new softies to the system. Let's go ahead and give you guys a little montage of what we snagged. Alright reefers, that's it for this week's video. I'm really excited I was able to show you guys an awesome care package that was sent out to me from Odd Animal, Corals and Critters. Thanks again, Ryan. Really appreciate you sending me this package. If you guys haven't done so already, please be sure to follow their Instagram and also check out their website. There may be something you might want to grab and something you might enjoy and having in your tank. Thanks again, guys, for checking out this video. Until next week, happy reefing.